Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel. My name is Daniel, and in this video I want us to talk about the reasons why you can be put under administrative processing during your DV lottery visa interviews under section 221G. So for those ones watching us for the first time and they have not subscribed to this channel, it is our humble request to you that you consider subscribing to this channel, share our videos, like them and make comments where you can. So let's move into our discussion today. When a visa applicant is denied the visa under section 221G, the applicant will receive a letter stating the reason and what is needed to continue for the visa processing. The applicant will have to present or submit the requested information within the DV lottery fiscal year. And if the applicant does not submit the required information within that time, they must be ready to lose their visas for the DV lottery year they were participating in. So it is advisable, if you have been put in administrative processing, you are given a reason why you have been put in that, and you need to act immediately and submit the information or the documentation needed for you to be given the visa. And this will apply more especially when you are put in AP towards the end of the DV lottery fiscal year. That's towards the end of September of each year. That's the end of the DV fiscal year, which is normally at September 30th. So make sure that when you are put on administrative processing towards the end of that, you act so fast and get that document sent to the embassy. 221G refusal or denial is usually temporary, and the consular officer may consider the application at a later date. So you should not be worried. The consulate will always contact the applicant once the administrative processing is complete. So there's no need of sending them email, calling them. Once you have sent the documents, they acknowledge they have received the documents. From there's no need of bothering them each and every day. But once they are done with that issue, they will immediately contact you, or when you go to online, you will see your status changing gradually. The consular officer may issue a white slip or a white paper to a visa applicant when it falls under complex category of 221G. If your 221G is so complex, the consular officer will give you a white slip or a white paper. This is usually because you did not provide enough of the required evidence during your visa interview. So if you didn't give any documentation, anything during the visa interview, you are as white as the paper. So you are given that, meaning that it is complex. Much of the information, much of the documents is missing. So it's like you are starting from square one. Therefore, your case will require additional processing by USCIS, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, based on the documentation and the information that UCIS requires. The consulate can also issue a visa applicant with a blue slip when there are few missing documents. So when there are few missing documents, you'll be issued with a blue paper, meaning that you provide the missing documents, which are a few, and your visa may be given out. And once you submit the requested document, your visa updates will change gradually from being denied to reviewed and finally to being issued. Also, an applicant can be issued with the yellow slip when the consulate feels that they need additional time to review your case and documents. This will be the case where the consulate feels that there is need to a further background check on the visa applicant or a background check on one or more of the derivatives of the visa applicant. If the consular officer doubts your marriage and feels that there is more documents or supportive documents they need as a proof of existence of marriage, they will always issue a visa applicant with a yellow slip until they get the additional supportive documents required. In such a circumstance, the consulate does not state how much time they need to take for them to process your visa. Therefore, in this case, once they have reviewed and evaluated your case, the visa is given out or it is completely denied, depending on the outcome of the review process. If the review process is good, you'll be given your visas. If the review process is not to the standard they want, they will at the same time deny your visas. The consulate may need more time to validate your documents and the information as you provide. Therefore, being put in administrative processing is a time-consuming process. Hence, it calls for more patience from the visa applicant. So once you have been put in AP, it is a more stressing and straining exercise. So you need to be patient as they process your case. So guys, receiving 221G slip does not necessarily mean that a visa application has been rejected, nor does not lower the chances of you receiving your visas. But it simply means that the officer is not able to make a final decision based on the documentation you have initially provided. Therefore, they need to consult. Additionally, you can be put on administrative processing because of the following also. One, if all the visa pages in the applicant's passport have been filled up, or providing a passport which is less than 6 months expiry period, you will be denied the visa because you make sure that there are enough pages in your visas, in your passports before you submit them during the interview. 2, you can also be denied or you put on administrative processing if you can also be give a photo that you used during the application is not matching with the photo that you are presenting during the interview. Number 3, you can also be put on AP if the visa officer has asked for an advisory opinion regarding your inadmissibility grounds to the United States. If you are not inadmissible, you are inadmissible to the States, so she or he will make an advisory opinion out of that, out of the crimes maybe you committed in your own country or outside. If you are engaging in drug traffic, child trafficking, and so many others. You can also be put on AP if your report from the medical facility has not reached the embassy by the time you go for your visa interviews. So you can also finally be given an AP or put on an AP if your academic results or certification has not reached the embassy by the time you are going for the interviews. So all those and many more others that we have not mentioned here are some of the things that can put you on administrative processing. So guys, being put in administrative processing should not worry you as long as they have given you the reason why you have been given either blue, yellow, or a white paper. In that case, the most dangerous was the pink. Pink means that now your visa has been completely denied and you will not process your case any further. You will wait until the next DV lottery applications and you start participating in it. So all these other 3 papers with the reasons provided, once you provide the information they want, the documentation they want, they will always review your case and they make a decision either to give the visas or to deny the visa altogether. So guys, as you prepare for your interviews, be sure and be prepared on the 3 papers and also not forgetting the green paper, meaning the visa has been given. Thank you. See you in our next video. Bye bye.